I say superficial relationships, what comes to mind, gentlemen? Just a few answers. You guys thinking about women, men, what?
Across the board. I think across the board.
Across the board. Yeah. Business,
Across the
whatever.
board for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. I ran it by somebody, a few people earlier, and they said, and they thought about relationships, women. And I said, no, you got superficial relationships with men as well. Let me go ahead and play this clip to give a little bit of context. I'm pretty sure the thumbnail gave a little context, but here we go.
Shit wasn't built on no solid foundation. It wasn't built on no substance or nothing genuine and none of that stuff. Like we really know each other, we met each other. Now the friendship be made. You met somebody, a month later, 2 months later, that's your day one. It was superficial relationships. It ain't even based, no solid foundation, no real foundation, no real trust. Like we really been through something together. None of that. The new friendships is like, oh yeah, you fly, I'm fly. You get money, I get money. Let's kick it. Let's be cool. Let's run around together. Let's do this, then the third. And then when shit happened, everybody like, damn, these easy. That's why things are so easy to fall out now. People fall out so quick. The littlest things, they fall out because they never really been through nothing because they really not really friends. I'm talking about they situational friends. It's a situation. The situation is lit. We could go out together. We could kick it together. We could do this together. I can get this from you. You get this from me. It's a momentary thing, but we ain't dealing with no hardship together. Superficial relationships, they ain't built off no solid foundation. It's just like that.
Superficial relationships. We're coming to you first, Shan. What are your thoughts about that, sir?
Dating, I don't know how many, I don't know if Ilkan or if Eric is single. I don't know if Mr. Lego is single this week. But the dating scene out here now, man, when Wallow from $1 Million Worth of Game is talking about superficial relationships, it is, you wonder, okay, you know what it is? We are dating today is learning how to break up with somebody. And that's why it's so easy. That's why people are so quick to run to the divorce court, because through our teens, typically through our 20s, we are conditioning and teaching each other how to get rid of somebody. We hook up, we go to the club, we go to the park, somebody maybe connect us with somebody, we hang out, we end up fucking, you fucking for a little while, and then you fucking a lot in the beginning, and then the sex starts dying off, and then now you got the term ghosting. There was no really ghosting in the 80s. There was really no ghosting in the early 90s. Ghosting is, just all of it just disappear on a motherfucker. Just go, just all the people, people's block fingers is real. Like you can't even contact a motherfucker. People are unfriending people on Facebook and taking it personal. Like, you unfriended me on Facebook? It's almost like punching somebody. Superficial. We are teaching each other how to get rid of people quickly and swiftly, and then expecting to get married to somebody that we do want to kind of have sex with for a long while, and we do like traveling with for a long while. Then we go ahead, we jump the broom, we claim that it's for better or worse, and then less than 5 years, we're at the divorce court because we just spent 10 years racking up bodies, smashing people, and learning how to get rid of them. It just took a little bit longer to get rid of your husband or your wife. What is the foundation of a good relationship in 2023? Is it, I mean, we haven't evolved that far as humans to be some new species, right? I know we got social media, we got these cell phones, we have, we have chat over here, but dog, what is it based on? Do we even get along with who are people who vote for Trump dating people who voted for Biden or voted for if you're Republican, are Republicans dating Democrats? Did you get the vaccine? Where you got people who saying I ain't fucking with you because you didn't take the vaccine. You're not vaccinated. Oh, I can't fuck with you. You don't know nothing about them. That could be the love of your life. That could be the perfect person for you who have everything that you need, but because they didn't take the jab, you're not fucking with them. You got people who say, "Oh, I'm a vegan and I don't mess with people who eat meat." Superficial relationships is, and to be honest with you guys, and shout out to the people who's married, brothers like Ricky and Sir Hale, brothers like Humble Dad who's on his way. Shout out to people who's in a solid relationship. You guys do not understand how much of I don't want to say lucky, how you don't understand. Maybe you do understand, but let me be clear. You are so blessed to have somebody to go on this journey of life with by your side, because you don't know whether you rich or poor. You don't know if the woman that you fucking with or the man, for the ladies, is with you on some superficial bullshit, transactional. I'm just here because you help me with my business and I help you with your your acting career or whatever it is, whatever superficial reason it is. To be honest with you, that's all I'm really seeing these days, man. And I don't know if it's gonna let up. I don't know what to base it on. I don't have the answers to this one. But hopefully one of you brothers do. I'm all ears.
Well, I want to say this. I'm blessed to have great relationships with like two of my best friends. We all kind of like got married somewhat the same time. They still married. I'm not, right? We still cool to this day. So that's a beautiful relationship, right? So I have friends I grew up with that I'm still cool with. Then I got social media friends since I just got into this world within the last 5 years. And those are like real relationships, and they're continuing to cultivate and grow, right? Then I have relationships with women that I've never had sex with, just female friends, right? Some people love to say a man can't be a friend with a woman that he never slept with or whatever. Well, in my life, I got a number of them that I never slept with, and we cool. One of them, I actually went and took a shower over her house because my pipes busted. Never slept with her, nothing. Went over there, took a shower, left. No problem, right? So that's a beautiful thing. And then with my exes, 95, 98% of my exes, I'm still friends with or cool with, you know? So with me, I believe in relationships, holding on to relationships, cultivating relationships, allowing relationships to evolve. So I can't speak for anybody else, but with me, my just plethora of different relationships are freaking amazing. Whether it's women, men, just friends or whatever, exes, it's a beautiful thing in my life. So I don't know what I did right or did wrong, but I don't have any that I know of relationships that are superficial. I make money with people. I do content with people. I hang out with people. It's just a beautiful thing.
You don't think it is like relations, like superficial relationships, and just boil down to you got superficial people, like people who are out of touch, people who are not really connected, grounded within themselves. They go find somebody else like them, and it becomes that. I think it's just that in this culture, we're taught to be superficial. Like I know people like real talk, like real talk. I've seen people portray themselves to be something on IG. Like, I mean, they work really hard to portray themselves that way. And I'm like, Betsy, I know you're in real life, man. That's not who you are. You know what I mean? Same thing with the fellas, because we're incentivized with projecting ourselves to the world. And don't let you get monetized doing it. Now it's going to your head. And you really believe that this is who you are. Like, we're taught to be superficial. Even in the church realm, like we're not, we say things like faith and principles and integrity and so on and so forth, but a lot of people just gonna put on masks. We put on great clothes and nice suits and hair and stuff, and we have the mannerisms of a person that's not really who we are. So I think the superficial relationships are a result of us being superficial people. And I think if we were more real with ourselves, you can't be around superficial people because that's not who you are. So
like I said, I judge people by how many friends they say they get. You got a bunch of friends, you not real. You not thorough. I'm just keeping it honest with you.
that too.
I'm just being honest because, like, for one, people call friends that ain't nowhere near y'all friends, bro. They ain't y'all friends. You wouldn't know that y'all ain't went through nothing. Just like old boy said. I mean, I guess it makes sense now that y'all hear from him. But I've been telling y'all this since day one. You know what I'm saying? Real relationships cost you something, baby. Real relationships cost you something. I don't know where y'all get in y'all head that everything's hunky dory and bunny rabbits and rainbows. Right? It don't work like that. If you got a relationship like that with somebody, it ain't real. Because your friends gonna tell you about yourself. And you should be able to tell your friends about themselves if they not on point. Right? But like I said, the truth of the matter is 90% of y'all fake as fuck. It's what it is. All y'all rich and well-to-do and shit ain't got roaches in your cereal and all this other shit. That's none of y'all.
Nope.
It's none of y'all. Never in my life have I seen so many people so much better than me, bro. Never in my life, on my wildest day, could I ever wish to the Lord up high, thank you, white Jesus, that I would met so many well-rounded, well-to-do black people. Y'all liars, bro. Y'all some cold-ass liars. Y'all liars, bro. No, it's not that roaches make you real. I'm saying everybody act like they don't have their own shit. Everybody act like they above it. Like the shit we talk about and I talk about and I keep it thorough with y'all. Y'all like, nah, that never happened to me. We all go through something. We all go through something. Everybody got their own shit, bruh. And that's all I'll be telling y'all, right? But like I said, y'all expect people to come into a relationship perfect.
What?
Y'all sit up there and let somebody sit in y'all life and don't even test them. And then when the real tests come and they fail you, you looking at them like they crazy. Y'all sit up here and deal with one-way relationships. And then when y'all get the results y'all get, y'all want to cry and boo-hoo about who did what and who shot John. When you the one who let that person around you. Should nobody want to do a one-way relationship? No one. I don't care if it's your mama, your granddaddy, your daddy, your kids. I don't care. Everything costs you something. And nobody can have it all. I'm sick of this shit where y'all try to act like can't nobody have it all. I wouldn't know a friend if he smacked you in your face, bro, when you needed it, man. Get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. My cipher small like a Cheerio, but y'all don't hear me, though.
You know, one thing, I think everybody's spot on with what they're saying about superficial relationships, but I just think that one of the biggest things that get you past superficial relationships is patience, man. Patience. Taking the time to vet relationships, whether they're with another, a significant other or somebody you dating, a business relationship, whatever it is, you got to get past the emotional euphoria you feel in the beginning. And the only way that you do that is to have the patience enough to just walk that thing out. Look, whatever happened to courting? Whatever happened to courting a woman? Like half the young kings on here don't even know what courting is. Like a date where, you ain't really even touching them. There ain't no kissing, ain't no nothing, but you just talking. And you really getting to know that person. Ricky, you know what you right. There's a lot of liars. But you know how you get past lying? If you spend some time with anyone long enough, there will be a tell. How many poker players on here? There will be a tell. Something's going to come up that you're going to ask a question about, and they're going to humna. And you should have the wherewithal to hear that. And a lot of people just don't have the patience to walk it through, man. Walk that thing down. Because, Sir Hale, you said it. Microwave society, microwave relationships. We need it now. We need the house now. We need all this now. And my biological clock is ticking and everything is going so fast. And we don't take the time to vet things. Like, we don't even vet, like, and we talk about relationships with people and women, but let's talk about our superficial relationships with our money. We don't even take the time to vet things with our money. We'll throw our money at anything. We'll see something on the internet. We'll see something on Instagram, and somebody will say, hey, you know what? I'll help you do this and that for $47. And so many people spend that $47 and don't even know who that person is. They don't know if they really a doctor such and such. They don't know nothing. They just say, oh, man, that sounded good and that tickled my fancy, and I'm going to spend $47. We don't take the time and have the patience enough to really look at something and see what it really is. Once you do that, a lot of times it's easy to make a better decision, and you're not making an emotional decision. And we all know what emotional decisions get you in the long run.
I mean, that's good. I mean, all I'm going to add is that superficial relationships are a waste of time, because if you're only here for what it is that, well, I'm sorry, I'll take it back. I looked it up about superficial relationships, and the main thing that it came across was that it's relationships that's all about what's on the surface. There's nothing about me trying to get to know you. It's nothing about if I care about who, what's going on in your life. It's just a matter of, as someone already alluded to, it's a transactional type of relationship. And sometimes those are helpful, but when you want to build a network, I know those that are business minded, your net worth is your network, right? It's about who you know that can get you into spaces that you never get into. And those are established through building relationships. I'll give you a case in point. For those that don't know, I was a school teacher. And I was a school teacher for 11 years and a college adjunct for about 8 years. And when my late wife passed away, all the relationships that I had built with people, I didn't even know that I had built them with them, but they began to come out of the woodworks and started like providing financially, daycare. I mean, it was just out the wazoo of what it is that I received and my family received just by the network that I had built, right? And so if I had superficial relationships, then I would say that none of that would have taken place. I mean, I didn't have to pay for a thing for about three months, maybe 4, right? Just because of those relationships. And so I would challenge individuals to, as Eric so eloquently put, to vet the people that you're with, that you're aspiring to be with. Treat it as a business transaction, even if especially if you're trying to marry somebody, right? If you're trying to buy a car, if you're trying to buy a house, if you're looking for a job, like all of these things should be looked at as valuable, and you should take the time out to see if the time that you're going to put into it is going to reap the benefits of it later on. That's just my take.
All right. Ali, you spoke on this?
No, sir. I mean, just going back off of Ricky being saying it more bluntly, I just take a different course, even though he's bluntly truth. How many of us, I mean, just challenging each other, how many of us really come across people who real? And not only that, even in who love each other versus loving material possessions, right? If I took this dollar and I said, I'll give it to you, would y'all take this dollar? Everybody on the panel? Nobody? Most people want to take free money. Okay, if I bent it, would you still take it? If I bought it up, would you still take the dollar? So, like, just plainly, we don't prize each other. Everybody wants to be the prize, but we don't prize each other. We don't respect each other. We don't love one another. Our ego has manifested because of what's, and I'm gonna still say the way we conditioned. Our ego uses the ego to prioritize ourselves and to get abundance of something that has nothing to do with anybody else. So it's whoever cares less has most of the power now. Whoever has all the attention cares the less in today's time has all the power. And if you're looking at today's time, there's a matrix. But there's one thing you can't fool yourself is when you go behind these closed doors. You know if you're real, if you fake. You know if you love people and help people, and if you don't love people and don't help people. And you know the person you have to connect to that accepts you for who you are. And you know the person that's real that accepts you for who you are as well. So most of us, like Ricky was saying, is fakes, but I'll call it we narcissists. A lot of us prioritize ourselves. It ain't got to be the negative. It ain't got to be positive. Whatever way you want to take it. There's people who can smile in your face. They narcissists. We just prioritize ourselves. And ego has taken over instead of us prioritizing each other. But the wake-up call is here. I lost all of y'all look like y'all got on fresh cologne and touch money, right? I lost all my grandparents. I lost all my aunts. I lost all my uncles. I have 2 parents. I hope they can live for 500 years more. And the people that I love. All this don't mean nothing to me no more. I'm just being honest. As long as I can be established and take care of a family, we have to get back to treating each other like the prize and human beings instead of being people who worship superficial and material things.
That was well put. Go ahead, Eric.
Yeah. Just one last thing. You're exactly right. And to piggyback off of that, this is real simple. And I say this all the time. Whatever we spend our time with and whatever we pay attention to, that's what we get value from. Spend and pay. When you exchange that with a person, you're going to get the value from them. And then you'll be able to make the right decision. You'll be able to do just like Ali said, like what he believes. You'll be able to see if that person really believes it. Because Ali, there's probably a lot of women that come at you. And when you say what you say, you know what, I'm with that. That makes sense. But when you spend time with them and pay attention to really what they're saying, you're really going to get that value out of it. And it's going to get exchanged. And you'll see if they're really real about it or not. And I just hope people begin to do that a little bit more these days instead of just jumping and doing something just to be doing it.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, so this is something I've learned. You have to be optimistic about life. But when people show you who they are, believe them. A lot of us, we see these signs, we see it, and we try to force people to be something we want them to be. I have learned this lesson painfully. When people show you who they are, it ain't no accident. And you could, forgive them and, respect them and love them. But there's a difference between you seeing a person and know who they are, and then you're giving them the opportunity to keep on assaulting your heart and emotions and mind and time and, respect and trust. You got to stop doing that. And that might mean some of your families who's friends,